short people. We invite us all to stand as Mr. Elliot Gomes plays the national song. Thank you very much, Elliot. And now we invite Mrs. Tracelyn Hamilton from the Department of Education to lead us in the invocation.
Let us pray. Father, we thank you this evening for your goodness. We thank you for bringing us here safely. We thank you, dear God, for the opportunity, Lord, where we can come and celebrate the many gifts and talents, oh God, that you have given unto us. We thank you, dear God, for this poetry competition, Lord, where we're able to express ourselves, oh God. We thank you for the organizers. We thank you even for those who have passed on. Lord, as we celebrate this evening, we ask your blessings upon this evening's proceedings. We give you praise and we give you thanks for all that would be accomplished. Let peace reign in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, and please be seated. Thank you, Teacher Tracelyn. Honorable Minister for Education, Social Development, Youth, Culture, Probation, and Library Services, Mrs. Shelia Rogers Webster, and any other members of the Anguilla House of Assembly, Permanent Secretary, Dr. Bonnie Richardson Lake, Director of Library Services, Ms. Julianne Leverett, Director of Youth and Culture, Ms. Avon Carty, and Mrs. Tracelyn Hamilton, Education Officer, Student Support Services in the Ministry of Education, standing in for Mr. Bren Romney, Chief Education Officer, and other department heads and senior public officers. Our esteemed judges, Ms. Ingrid Fullington, Mr. David Carty, and Mr. Keith Stonegraves, Mrs. Rosina Brooks, Mrs. Patricia Adams, and Mrs. Celestine Carty. Family and friends of our culture bearers, including Mr. Carlisle Franklin, Mrs. Bronte Hazel, Mrs. Esme Lloyd, Mr. Cecil Chin, Ms. Charisma Jones and family, and Mrs. Janine Edwards. Past recipients of the Malliouhana Poetry Culture Bearer Award, including Mr. Felix Fleming of Sunshine Theatre, our partner representatives from Kapjaluka, Malliouhana, Alliance Insurance Services, Anglic, D3 Enterprises, Malliouhana and Eco Insurance, Liberty Cooperative Credit Union, Coral Reef Bookstore, Lloyd's Live, the Anguillian Newspaper, Ivor Hodge, the Music Department of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, Radio Anguilla, and other media houses, and poets, family, friends and supporters, and those joining us online or via the airwaves. To the staff of the Anguilla Library Services and DYC and the Education Departments. On behalf of the Malliouhana Poetry Organizing Committee, Ms. Janzi Webster, Ms. Annika Hughes, Ms. Avan Carty, Ms. Carla Harris, Ms. Renee Henry, and yours truly, Phyllis Fleming Banks, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the performance round and award ceremony of the 2025 Malliouhana Poetry Competition. The Malliouhana Poetry Competition is organized in collaboration with the Anguilla Library Service, with the Department of Education and the Department of Youth and Culture, and a number of community partners that I would have listed prior. Launched in 2007, the competition was conceptualized to encourage literacy and artistic expression, as well as to promote an ethos of social, cultural, and political awareness. Over the years, the competition has attracted over 800 submissions from poets of all ages, many of whom have gone on to publish and or be featured in various publications, including Anguilla Lit Fest. The competition, as you would probably know, is open to all persons residing on Anguilla and features two segments, poetry on the page and performance or spoken word poetry in the junior, teen, and adult categories. 8 to 12 years, those are the juniors, 13 to 17, our teens, and those 18 and up constitute the adult category, and the entries had to be the unpublished work of the poet. Our theme for 2025, as you would see on the program, is My Mother Say. And this year, we would have received a total of 49 submissions, persons who were inspired by what my mother had to say. 37 of those poetry are from on the page, the written form, and 12 for the spoken word segment. We had 19 submissions from adults, and 15 from our teens, and 15 from our juniors. Our judges for on the page were Mrs. Rosina Brooks, Mrs. Patricia Adams, and Mrs. Celestine Carty, Rita Celestine Carty, all accomplished authors and writers. They would have completed that part of the competition already. And I pause here to remind us all that those judges themselves have no idea of who would have won in the written word, because they would have been judging by numbers. This evening, the poets in the spoken word will also treat us to some dramatic performances, and our judges here in the front will be judging them. This year, we are also going to pay tribute to our 2025 Culture Bearer awardees, the late Mrs. Colette Jones-Jim and Mrs. Yolande Hodge Richardson, both ardent and cultural stalwarts and supporters of Malliouhana poetry, as well as our national cultural development. We have already been treated by the talent of Mr. Elliot Gums, and later we will hear more from Roots Benge. So we are in for another Malliouhana treat. Poetry, poetry, and more poetry. We are happy that you joined us this evening, and we hope that you have a very enjoyable evening. We are particularly pleased to have with us, for the first time in this capacity, the Honorable Minister for Social Development, Education, Culture, Mrs. Shelley Rogers Webster, and I want you to give a warm Malliouhana welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fleming Banks. A pleasant good afternoon to everyone. I wish to start this evening by congratulating the Malliouhana Poetry Competition Organizing Committee on yet another successfully organized competition. It has been quite some time that they have been organizing, and it continues to be a well-supported initiative. The reality is that in a world of so many competing interests, social media and so many other things, it's so incredibly important for spaces like this to be kept alive so that we can continue to encourage the arts, the celebration, have an opportunity for people to express themselves through various art forms. Studies show that children and even adults, the most successful persons are those who, in some aspect of their life, are involved in the arts, whether through performance, writing, or some level of engagement. The reality is that the arts really leads to well-rounded individuals who are able to function in many different settings and spheres. I certainly have benefited from the arts from a very, very young age, and I certainly encourage parents to encourage their children to partake in some form of the arts. We all have different creative talents, but that ability to be able to express yourself, having some medium to be able to express yourself in, is so critically important. So again, I commend all of the members of the organizing committee, but also the participants, who many of you are actually repeat participants, which means you love the competition, you're excited about the competition, and every year you continue to participate. And I know, of course, we always have some newcomers as well who are participating. There are a number of schools in particular who usually have a very high number of participants. I also commend the teachers and parents who continue to support and encourage those students, because this is so critically important. So again, good luck to everyone. Congratulations to all of the individuals who are already winners, and I look forward to a wonderful and successful evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Rogers-Webster, and we are indeed honored and very happy to have you here with us this evening. And as a performing artist yourself, I know you will have a great time. So let us get to our judges this evening. They are not new to Malliouhana poetry competition judging. They are veterans in this field. They are artistic in their own right. And teacher Ingrid here has been teaching for over 55 years. You think she started when she was littler. Teacher Ingrid, as you know, has taught at all levels. She holds a bachelor's in education as well as a master's in education and cultural, multicultural education in particular. And she's now in her post-retirement work in one that she loves very much at the prison, where she's a tutor. Let us hear it for judge number 1. Miss Ingrid Fullington. Our judge number 2 says he don't like no bio. You know who we're talking about? You know him? Yes. He's a poet, he's an author, he's a narrator, he loves to perform as well, a director, board builder, storyteller, and he's passionate about the environment as well. We are pleased to have somebody who calls himself a student of literature, a student of people, a student of culture. Judge number 2, Mr. David Carty himself. I dare say, point out that he is also one of the Culture Bearer awardees in the past, and also past winner of Malliouhana Poetry. He's covering all the bases. And judge number 3, you know him with that voice, whether you're in Anguilla or whether you are throughout the region. He's a broadcaster, a veteran journalist, and program manager at Radio Anguilla, passionate for his attention to detail and research, and also a lover of the arts. We want to welcome Mr. Keith Stonegraves, judge number 2. And we are going to be getting right into the spoken word part of the competition this evening. As you would have heard, we would have had the written or on the page segments submitted and judged, and some of those lovely people over there sitting around there waiting to hear who would have captured those places. And we start with our juniors in the spoken word competition. The juniors and the judges are going to be looking for relation to the theme. They're going to be looking for physical presence. They're going to be looking for voice and articulation, dramatization, impact, and appeal. So this evening straight from my mother say, and hearing the juniors on the page, sorry, the junior spoken word, our first performer or presenter is Chris Nelly Ray. You could be a star too. Give us some Malliouhana love. And we really want to thank our youngsters. We had 15 teens and 15 juniors participating this year. We know how tedious that could be creating, and we are very pleased and happy that you continue to participate. Chris Nelly. All right. While we wait on that, I think we're going to ask Chaya T.B. Brooks, Chaya, to come and do Wase. Chaya. Give us some love. Give us some warm love. Welcome, Chaya. How you doing? I'm good. You good? Yeah. All right. Don't be scared about those fellows there, right? Those gentlemen and that lady there. You right? You know you can do a great job. Okay? There you go. Let's hear it for Chaya. She breaks the ice.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Chaya Brooks and my poem is entitled Why I Say. My mother said don't tell she nothing, cause she get upset with me for something. My mother said, oh yeah, look at my work. Somebody down the road get licked down by a truck. She said, if them dishes ain't done, me and the bed gonna have some fun. She said, do the best in all that you do, or else you're gonna end up living like the animals in the zoo. She said, go sleep cause you got school in the morning, or else you gonna go school yawning. She said, Lord have mercy on my soul. This child here making me so old. She said, practice makes perfect cause at the end of the day it will all be worth it. She always said, never do things halfway. And then she always asking, you hear why I say?
You hear what she said? Give us some love. Excellent. Well done, Chaya. Congratulations. And that was Wase by Chaya T.P. Brooks. And now we call volume on the mic. Okay. So maybe, we're gonna probably need to bring it down for the shorter ones. Imagine, because they're juniors now, they're shorter than I am. Thanks, Ivo. But in a year, they're gonna be taller than I am. Yeah.
Up instead of down.
Up instead of down.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for these journalists and broadcasters who are accustomed to this. Thank you. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was Chaya, and now we call Arudra Bharat, and her poem is her Libra Superpower. Arudra Bharat. Her Libra Superpower. Reminding us again that this category is for the 8 to 12. And the little ones, give them some more love. You want this one? Okay.
If you're gonna use that, just.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aruja Bharat, and my poem is entitled Her Libra Superpower. My mother is a Libra. She has a superpower. She can say the nicest thing, then switch in a flash. I've gotten accustomed to what she says, but I'm always puzzled at how she does the switch. You should see how her face changes too. I'm proud of you, son. This paragraph is written well. You are awesome. My water bottle drops and she says, how many times I have to tell you this money spent to buy that bottle? Son, I like this drawing. She sees my opened half-eaten packet of cheese sticks. So you want rats and flies to come here to make us sick? All right, we'll go to the beach at 10. Child, come get these clothes off the ground again. My mother is a Libra. She has a superpower. She can be angry, then switch in a flash. Boy, eat all the food on your plate now. You know you have to eat a balanced meal. You can go fly a kite after school today. Deal? Half a tiny glass of orange juice you can't drink? I'll help you with your Luffy costume. Then she adds a wink. Did you go on Google Classroom? Did you upload your artwork? I like how you saved that trick that was stuck in the grass. That was really nice. That's enough gaming. You need to get enough sleep for your brain to function properly. I'm happy that father and son are bonding with Call of Duty. My mother is a Libra. She has a superpower. She can even make me get ready faster than the Flash. All she has to say is, I'm leaving now and taking your bags to school. See who you will call to take you. Then, when I fly in the car, you did so well at cricket yesterday. Continue to work hard. I'm going to swimming class without you. Then, when I fly in the car, my swimming class, you know. Then, when I fly in the car, my son is so cute. You can spell so well. I love you. She just wants me to be the best version of myself. So please don't judge my mother. I can be willful just to see her Libra superpower. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Arudra Bharat, her Libra superpower. And I expect that might be the Libra superwoman there. Congratulations and thank you very much. And now we are going to call Catalea Charles with my mother words as she gets ready to bring her poem. Catalea Charles. Okay. Catalea is from Honolulu International School. So we are very happy to have her here this afternoon. And as the judges get ready, she is doing Memorder Words. Memorder Words. Reminding us that our 2025 theme is Memorder Safe. And we see that it's brought out quite a bit of creativity this evening, and reminder that the judges are looking for physical presence, voice and articulation, as well as dramatization, impact, and appeal. So now, Catalia with my mother words.
My mother say, Pickney, listen good. Life not always sweet like a mango, but make sure you strong like a bamboo. Bending with the wind, never breaking. She tell me, girl, hold your head high. Don't let anybody mash up your pride. So you better stand tall and never hide. When things get rough and the sun too hot, my mother voice come floating on the gentle sea breeze. Pickney, remember who you are, your roots deep like a coconut tree. She always tell me education is key. It can set you free. But don't ever forget the knowledge of your elders. That knowledge is just as sweet as sorrel tea. And when the night get dark and full of doubt, I hear her words like a soft lullaby. Trust in yourself and trust in God. You can fly high, touch the sky. My mother's words, them stick like glue, shaping me like clay, making me whole. Her voice in this big world guides me home, feeding my soul.
Thank you very much for my mother's words. That's Catalina Charles. And a reminder that these are our 8 to 12-year-olds, and then we are coming up with our 13 to 17, and then we're coming up with the adults. Soon as you hit 18, you know you're in the big leagues, 18 and up, right up. So the spoken word part of the Malliouhana poetry competition this evening. And if you're looking on Facebook or you're listening to Radio Anguilla, which we thank for carrying it live, we are here at the Anguilla Public Library in the Valley, and it's been transformed. Janzi and the team and Annika and the rest of the library staff has made it into quite the audience. People say, well, why we don't go elsewhere? But it's a little bit good, cozy for the poetry. Feeling like a hot today. So we want to thank our juniors, and we are going to call Chris Nelly Ray now. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Chris Nelly. Okay, I won't get a job in the.
Good evening, everyone. My name is too short. Yeah. My name is Chris Nelly Ray, and my poem is entitled Believe in Yourself. My mother say I must hold my head high. My mother say I must hold my head high, never to let the world make her see me cry. My mother say work hard and be kind to one and all, but she say just make sure not to fall. My mother say put on my light and I'll shine, because nobody gonna say that I'm not polite or kind. My mother say I will get everything I ask for in time, but I gotta make sure that I stay on the grind and in line. My mother said that the Lord will always provide, and all our woes and troubles will eventually subside. My mother said to trust in God and do my best. My mother says she loves me, but I must do my best, and the Lord will take care of the rest.
Thank you very much, Chris Nelly. Believe in yourself. I think all these words are what my mother say. And we want to thank Chaya, Krisnelli, Arudra, and Katlia for bringing us the junior segment of the spoken word here this evening. And the judges who are busy scribbling away now, they would have been looking for theme, whether there was correlation with the theme or the physical presence in terms of eye contact, demeanor. They would also have been looking for voice and articulation, how audible they were, whether they were hurried or how they presented, as well as dramatization, whether it was, imaginative or the performance in relation to the poem. Impact and appeal, which means, that they had a little bit of audience appeal as well. So we want to thank Teacher Ingrid, Mr. David Carty, and Mr. Keith Stonegraves for taking on this task this evening for us as we bring you the spoken word part of the Malliouhana Poetry 2025 under the theme, My Mother Say, coming directly from the Anguilla Public Library this evening. And now we are going to bring up our teens, 13 to 17 years old. We have two this evening. And as soon as our judges are ready, I'm going to ask Azarel Cupid to come and get ready. She is going to, her poem is entitled His. Aswell's poem is entitled She Says. She Says.
Good evening, everyone. My mother said, put your best foot forward. My mother said, put your best foot forward. Strive to do your best. These are the things that bring excellence. Everything you do with all your might. The reward is a delightful good night. She says not to put your trust in flesh. Everyone must look out for themselves. You might have friends, but some of them are fake. They're fake friends, they are just like snakes. They're killing life's hurt and they bite like a viper, wicked like a lion and sly like a tiger. They might seem to care, but don't fall for their snares. They just hate and want you to fall for their bait. Their hearts are just full of rage. The fakes just want to see you fail. They hate when you or your real friends prevail. The boat of life must have a smooth sail. You are the captain, so you must be on guard. The trip isn't just for a few yards. Prepare for the storms to be in control. When the boat's going to sink, try to keep it afloat. After all, you wouldn't want to get soaked. The breath of life is a gift from God, so use your talents to glorify Him. Treat Him as your friend. His love and mercy protects and mends. My mother said, I am always here when life becomes too much to bear. God's with you, so do not fear. God alone can defeat life's bear.
Thank you very much, Azrael. And that was She Says. She Says. And as we move on to number two, we are very happy that the two contestants or the two participants in the teen spoken word are from the male gender. We always saying we have a lot more females in these competitions, so big up the young men. Our teens category is 13 to 17, and I'm going to ask Harrison Thompson to come forward as he says, Mother say, Mother do. Mother say, Mother do. Hi, Harrison. Thank you. How do you want this? Do you want this here? Do you want this? Do you want to do this? Or do you want? Keep it like that.
Mothers say, know what's in your book and you can grow like a tree reaches for the sky. So I plant my feet deep, roots locked to the ground. Wind can blow, rain could fall, I could sway, but I won't drop down. Mothers say, speak strong. So I lift my voice clear, clear like a church bell, like a conch shell, calling all to know fresh fish are here. Mothers say, Mothers say, speak strong. Sweeping things with one hand on the pot, one hand on a dream, cooking hope into rice and peas. Mothers say, walk well, look sharp. So I straighten my back, swing my arms like a soca beats rap. Boom, boom, brap. I walk brave, chest up, even when the world feels rough. Mother do. She laugh, laugh loud, laugh like rain on a zinc roof proud. She dance barefoot when life get hard and say, trouble can't mash me, get out my yard. Mothers say, don't afraid to be bold. Some days I afraid, knees knock, heart cold. But I lace up my spirit, tight, tight upon my soul. Mothers say, you're born ready. A big world out there, but you're bigger already. And some days I know, and some days I doubt. But I hold her words like a secret pouch. Mother say, mother do. Real as the sea, loud as a dream. And me, I learning too. Step by step, word by word. To build my voice, to build my world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Harrison. Harrison was Mother Say, Mother Do. And I've been advised that we have another contestant in the teens. She was inadvertently placed in 18. The 16 had looked like an 18. So she's 16. So she's going to be in the teen category. Uniqua Romney is going to come forward, and she's going to be performing The Voice of a Caribbean Queen. Voice of a Caribbean Queen, Uniqua Romney, and she is in the teen category as well. Let's hear it for Uniqua.
I think. I think I look like here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Uniqua, and this evening I will be reading my poem titled Voice of a Caribbean Queen. As a Caribbean girl growing up, my mother would say, stand tall, child, your name carry weight. She brushed the dust off in school shoes, even when life feel all to do is lose. My mother say, speak truth, even if your voice shake. She take licks from life, but she did never break. Cooking food with love, no matter how much she ate. My mother say, hold your head high, never bow to no man. She ironed my uniform crisp like a plan, while dreaming big from this little island land. My mother say, cry if you must, but wipe your tears fast. Life not easy, storms blow, but they never last. Sorry about that. She built strength in me like concrete cast. My mother say, God first always, he see what we can. She kneel by her head, she kneel by her bed, singing hymns till dawn. From her lips, blessings due like each man. My mother say, remember where you come from, don't shame my name. So I walk with pride and I never play no game. My voice so loud and my spirit can't tame. My mother say, one day you're gonna see why I do what I do. Although I didn't want to admit it, it was always true. When my mother talk, my heart stand tall. Her voice like fire, it burn through all. Each word she speak, a sacred song. A sacred song, it guide me right, it keep me strong. Voice of a Caribbean Queen, thank you.
That's Voice of a Caribbean Queen, there by a young Caribbean princess, Uniqua Romney. And that concludes the segment for the spoken word performance for the teen category. So we would have heard from our juniors, and those the 8 to 12, and then our teens 13 to 17. And now we are going to get ready for the 18 and up in the performance category for 2025. Just a reminder of what our winners and participants, all our participants this evening will receive a participation certificate from Malliouhana Poetry as well. Our juniors on the page, first place, is a $300 certificate as a voucher as well as a plaque. And this year, Malliouhana Hotel has graciously given a food and beverage voucher for Leon's at Malliouhana. Second place is also a certificate. And the third place is another certificate with cash as well. And our teens on the page would have similar, and the senior person as well. I'm going to tell you more about that for on the page. I believe our judges are now ready to receive our spoken word artists in the 18 and up category. And we're going to ask first Kiara Batiste, Wake Up to Reality. Kiara. Kiara there? Okay. As we wait for Kiara, we are going to ask Nashane Johnson to come. Nashane Johnson, Dolly House. Welcome to the first Malliouhana Poetry Spoken Word. Nash.
All right, good evening, everyone. All right, my poem is called Dolly House. Susie, you want to play Dolly House with me? Okay, I could be my mother, and you can be Auntie Doris. And then I could say all what my mother said. She said Auntie May should have never leave Errol for the good-for-nothing man. She didn't call nobody name, but I think she was talking about Uncle Ray. My mother said Errol could have given her house and money, but she left him to go have a bunch of dogs and pigeons. But I don't care what my mother say, because other than you, my best friend is my cousin Shay. No, Susie, not that Dolly. That one gonna be named Cindy. Like the lady who always nice to we. My mother said she finally gone off to study. No, ain't no doctor like people that say. There's something to do with buildings and survey. Anyway, she hope she don't turn out like her uncle who had eloped away. The last anyone hear about he was that he gone USA. That's after chatting up with that one white lady. My mother say, oh no, they must have had some pretty hair babies. That remind me, my mother say her boss Tony tried to give her extra money. Yeah, just so she say. But she just laugh at he. My mother say, he must have taken her for that foo-foo girl Stacy. She ain't even tell daddy, cause my mother say he would have gone up there for he. Wait, Susie, we gonna soon have to stop playing. You're right. I going now, okay? Cause you know what my mother say, I better don't let the sun set and she have to come look for me. All right. See you tomorrow, okay?
These technical people got skills. Thank you, Nashane. Nashane Johnson, Dally House. And maybe I just take this out. Right? Okay. And now we are going to call Casilda Thomas Carty to do her piece, A Resounding Voice. Casilda Thomas Carty, A Resounding Voice. Right.
My beginning, humble, sweet and innocent within. My heart unbound by hatred, my soul untarnished by sin. My mother's voice, so soft but firm, resounds highly. But her heedings and warnings were taken very lightly. Be mindful, my dear daughter, of the paths paved in glitter and gold. Our world is wide and wicked, with most hearts made of coal. Trust not the light that gleams and glitters extra bright, for the darkest truths unfold when day turns to night. Always show kindness, but trust your own heart. Not everyone deserves your love when their world falls apart. Don't compete, but command. Don't chase, but choose favor. Your light is found in God. Don't depend on man to be your savior. Do not beg or bend. Do not break, but always ascend. You're a phenomenal woman. To my words you must tend. Do not allow empty promises of joy or soft whispers so sweet lead you away from the path destined at your feet. But somewhere between the charming smiles and the pretty lies, I lost my way, became tangled and bounded in ties, ungrateful, unfaithful, and unlawful to me. To my mother's words, I took no heed. How can one that started off so sweet and so kind tarnish one's soul and make them go blind to the reality of what mothers try to unearth and shield us from all the pain and suffering and hurt? With every slap and all those blows, one would believe we were mortal foes. Never once his love I truly felt, not with all those unlawful cards he dealt. His words flowed smoothly. His smile was indeed quite charming. I should have known that would have been alarming. My mother was right. The world is wicked and cruel. I should have known better, trusted my heart, my strongest tool. Now, I lie awake with regret on my mind, ignored my mother's words. They were so patient and kind. As I watched my son, as he walked near, I pray to God, hoping that he don't tread the path I fear. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Casilda. A resounding voice. Casilda Thomas Carty, a resounding voice in the spoken word. We have two more participants in the 18 plus category, and we really want to take some time to commend all those who are participating, those who have already participated in the on the page segment. And for those brave ones who come up here, some for the first time, to present in front of all of us. How they doing so far? It's a good evening. How are you feeling? It's a good evening? All right. So if you're listening online or via Radio Anguilla, we're having a good time here at the Anguilla Library, Public Library. It's Malliouhana Poetry 2025, and we are listening to what my mother say. We're going to call now Mr. Alexis S. Ryan, who's going to present Make Your Bed. Make Your Bed. Alexis.
Good night, everyone. Everybody had a good day today? You can hear me? We could put it a little closer so I can't see nobody. The name of my poem is entitled Make Your Bed. As a teenager whose summer mornings began at noon, I was always encouraged by my mother to make my bed before I exited the room. And every day, like clockwork, an argument will ensue, asking why, as I'll be just coming back to it soon. And she would look at me sternly and say, "You're leaving now. You don't know how you'll be coming back." In years to come, I realized that that was facts. You see, as a teenager, I never understood the significance of what she said. Thought it was just a chore, not a metaphor for life. Can I start over? I just lock off the phone. I think the phone turned me off. Are we ready? Make your bed. As a teenager whose summer mornings began at noon, I was always encouraged by my mother to make my bed before I exited the room. And every day, like clockwork, an argument would ensue, asking why, as I'll be coming back to it soon. And she would look at me sternly and say, "You are leaving now, but you don't know how you'll be coming back." In years to come, I realized that that was facts. You see, back then, I never understood the significance of what she said. I thought it was just a chore, not a metaphor for life. You see, back then, I don't know, I can't get past this part. Oh, God. As an adult, I now know the value and the weight her words carried, how they lifted me up when I was down, humbled me when I was too high and mighty, and kept me balanced when the opinion of others meant more to me than the values I had for myself. My mother was a guiding light, an infinite well of wisdom, so divine and filled with introspection. She was not perfect, but my mother did never claim to be, said that the only man on this here earth that was perfection was Jesus, and even he was crucified. I said, "Mommy, is that not blasphemy?" She said, "It's in the Bible, read it." My mother did say that she loved me and she wanted the best for me. It's almost like she knew me better than she knew herself and protected me better than she protected herself. On many rainy days, her umbrella though large, had space for 4 occupants, and there were 5 of us, which means that on many days, she weathered many storms so that we can be safe, dry, and comfortable. And she did this often without a thank you. In reflection, I realized we took her kind gestures for granted, only reminded of this when we had to seek shelter for ourselves. My mother used to say, you never miss the well until you find the pipe water dirty. I never quite understood this saying, but this morning when I got up, I remembered her wise words of wisdom, so I made my bed. So in the days where I did nothing else but existed, I accomplished something. I made my bed. When society deemed me unfit, I did something. I made my bed. When my mental health took a vacation and forgot to take me with it, I made my bed. I made my bed. I made my bed, and sometimes I just laid there as I remember my mother's words, not as a chore or a metaphor for life, but more like a proverb or an instruction of a woman who loved me and taught me to survive.
That was Alexis Ryan, Make Your Bed. Make Your Bed. And my mother say it's fitting with all these tributes to mother coming up. Mother's Day is on Sunday. And so I know a lot of mothers' hearts have to be full, with joy as they hear the tributes, some of them knowing that they were right? The thing that my mother say was right. Okay. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the room in advance. Thank you. All right, our last performer, but by no means least, in the spoken word category, she's going to be performing Mothers and Daughters. Mothers and Daughters. Let's hear it for Nikeba Vanterpool. Okay. Not seeing Nikeba. Is Kiara Batiste here now? Okay. So Kiara and yes. All right. Okay, then, in the absence of Nikeba and Kiara, we want to thank all those who would have thrilled us this evening in the spoken word section of the Malliouhana Poetry Competition. Let's hear it again for our juniors, Chris Nelly Ray, Chaya Brooks, Arudra Bharat, Catalea Charles, Azarel Cupid, Harrison Thompson, Nasheen Johnson, Casilda Thomas Carty, and Alexis Ryan. And now I'm going to invite the judges, once they've put themselves, they're going to go out and tally and bring the results back to us. But now we are going to move right into tribute to our culture bearers for 2025. And we're going to call first Miss Avan Carty to make the first presentation.
I'm the official. Oh, I didn't. It takes two to tango.
Good evening, everyone. It is my distinct pleasure this evening to do the tribute to one of my most favorite and impactful teachers in what was then the Valley Secondary School. She was then Miss Hodge to us, and she will always be Miss Hodge to me. But I have her in this tribute recorded as Mrs. Yolande O'Neill Hodge Richardson. Mrs. Hodge Richardson was a passionate educator who served Anguilla with distinction for over 32 years. Her work as an educator, cultural activist, and community leader earned her the Anguilla Day Badge of Honor and Queen Certificate in 2018. A devoted teacher and lover of English, history, poetry, and literature, Mrs. Hodge Richardson actively supported and participated in the Malliouhana Poetry Competition, or Emancipation Lectures, and the Anguilla Country Conferences. These efforts reflected her deep commitment to lifelong learning, the power of the written and spoken word, and her strong sense of national and cultural pride. As a dedicated cultural leader, she championed numerous initiatives to preserve and promote Anguilla's traditions. Her passion for the creative and performing arts, particularly traditional cooking, led her to the publication of her book, Cooking with Zest, The Anguilla Way, which she completed on the occasion of her 70th birthday, an idea sparked by the frequent calls she received from her children asking her how to create beloved dishes. Yolande's life, however, was far more than her professional accomplishments and civic engagement. She loved to travel, a passion she passed on to her children, and she cherished time at the beach, especially long walks along the shore with family and friends. She could engage in a serious debate all day and night on topics she cared about deeply, but she also loved to laugh and had a signature belly laugh that could brighten even the most dismal face. If music was playing, Yolande could be found on the dance floor, fully present and in joy. Her hands were always at work. She enjoyed sewing and had a special love for knitting and crocheting. She created intricate, beautiful pieces, many of which she gifted to family, friends, and the church. Gardening was another of her quiet passions, an interest she inherited from her father. Whether she was tending to flowering and non-flowering plants, fruit trees, or vegetables, she did so with the same love and attentiveness that she gave to raising her children, Anguilla's children. Her community engagement was equally heartfelt. Yolande served with distinction in organizations such as Girls Brigade, Sorority International, the Anguilla Retired Persons Association, and the Anguilla National Council of Women. She played a pivotal role in the establishment of the Anguilla Craft Shop, providing a lasting outlet for local arts and craft while creating economic opportunities for men and women alike. Though she never sought praise, her tireless contributions were deeply valued. In September 21, she was honored as a secondary school teacher and recognized by the Anguilla chapter of the UWI Alumni Association as a UWI Anguillian pioneer. Her name is now memorialized on a plaque at the UWI Open Campus. She lived with cultural awareness and embraced diversity in all its forms. Her many talents as a craftswoman, a cook, a poet, a debater, and a musician shaped her life and legacy. In 2020, right in this room, she won first place in the Poetry on the Page category in the Malliouhana Poetry Competition with her powerful piece, I Should Know. There's so much more that could be said about Mrs. Yolande Hodge Richardson. Her grace, her spirit, her generosity, and the many lives she enriched. Her story is knitted or maybe crocheted, not just into the history of Anguilla, but in the hearts of those who knew her. Today, as we honor her memory, we reflect not only on what she did, but on who she was. A woman of strength and warmth, intellect and humor, tradition and creativity. A woman of words. And so in this moment of celebration and remembrance, we simply pause to say thank you. Thank you, Ms. Hodge. Thank you for your example, your love, and the legacy you leave behind. You will not be forgotten. In our presence, we have two relatives, her nephew, Mr. Carlisle Neely Franklin, and her niece. I'm trying to not call you by the nicknames I know you by. Ms. Branty Hazel. Now, could you both please join us up here to receive the award on her behalf?
The inscription reads, honoring the life and legacy of Mrs. Yolande Hodge Richardson for the preservation, her contributions to the preservation of Anguillan culture. Her name is inscribed in this plaque that will hang in the public library with the other posthumous awardees for the Anguilla, the Malliouhana Poetry Culture Bearers. So, Mrs. Yolande Hodge Richardson. And the carved piece of Anguilla stone that as a momentum, as a memory of the plaque, with the same words that will hang on the plaque, has been presented to the families. And now I call on Ms. Janzi Webster, another member of our Malliouhana Poetry Committee, to do the second presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Passionate about creativity and expression, this teacher of visual and performing arts, Mistress Colette Jones Chin, gave generously of herself and her talents wherever she lived. She had this innate ability to nurture and motivate learners across various age ranges, giving that push of encouragement to excel. As an established artist, playwright, and actor in her own right, she mirrored what was possible with the power of imagination, commitment, and discipline. Born and educated in Guyana, Colette also shared her expertise with the people of St. Vincent, St. Martin, and Anguilla. Besides teaching stints at the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School and Omololu International School, she was the founder of Sinaj Creations and Stages Anguilla, through which she trained young performers and showcased their skills. She served as a writer and director of Anguilla's theatrical presentations at Carifesta 2017 and then again in 2019 in Trinidad. Her commitment to the literary creations included her service on the organizing committee of the Anguilla Lit Fest and as a spoken word judge for the Malliouhana poetry competition. In addition to her several skits and plays and published works, her published works includes 2 books, Mahaika Bell Rings and Spoken Images of the Soul. Every day, Colette radiated confidence and positive vibes, always ready to tell a good story. She received significant acclaim for her paintings and cultural productions, as well as recognition as a motivational source for excellent student results. A dedicated educator, she was indeed a luminary whose light will linger in the minds of many persons she mentored and met during her life's journeys. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Chen, Charisma, and Shara to accept this Cultural Bearer Award. We honor Colette's legacy and we miss her daily.
We're hearing Roots Bingi with the drum. Roots Bingi. Thank you very much, Elliot and Roots Bengi, as we pay tribute. And now I'm going to invite my colleague, Jan. All right. As we present certificates of participation to all the poets, both the written and the unspoken word. So we're going to be calling them in alphabetical order. And coming up after this would be the judge's decision. Again. Kiara Baptiste. So give him. Arudha Bharat. I know he's here. He performed. Huh? Yeah, you go us. No, you come to. You come over by me. I want them to see. Come closer to them and let him go on that. Chaya Brooks. You ain't got to do this. Desha Bryan. Catelia Charles. And we're going to ask them not to go too far because we're going to get a group picture afterwards as well.
Wait, Jansen. Oh, come back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
All right. Kyrie Connor. Oh, sorry. Catelia. Thank you for your contribution. And then we have Kyrie Connor coming next. Followed by Liam Connor. Vanessa Croft. Thank you, Vanessa. Azariel Cupid. There you go, Azrael. And then Gabriel Evangelista. Charlene I. Gomes. Hey, Charlene.
She did say the I.
I did say hi. Aye.
Charlene I.
Charlene I. Gomes. Thank you, Charlene. Jishan Harrigan. Jishan? Okay, go ahead with this one. Kaylon Haskin Brody.
I put them in the back.
Shoma Hodge. Thank you, Shoma. Hyacinth E. Hughes, Teacher Hyacinth.
She had out. Give her a little bit to the
Thank you, Teach. R.D. Hunt. Jonisha Johnson. Thank you, Jonisha. Nashane Johnson. All right, Nash. Ayer Jones. Azalea Joseph. Giovanni Laidlow. Tasia Leverett Reed. Levi V. Lewis. Ryan Lynch. Hi, Ryan. Benjamin Pasila. Krishnelli Ray. Kijel Robin. Ricky Rufin. Thank you, Ricky. Harrison C. Thompson. Chandra Patterson. Congrats, Chandra. Ezra Richardson. Uniqua Romney. Alexis Ryan. Alexis S. Ryan. Abigail Sabatini. Thank you, Abigail. Edward Tara. Casilda Thomas Carty. Nekeba Vanterpool. Sienna Wojak. Unfortunately, she's off island. Malachi Woods. Delay Gums Wright. Louis Wu. All right. And those are our 49 participants for 2025. We are going to invite those who are here for a group picture. Drums.
Dinner certificates. They're color-coded. They're color-coded. I should have told you what they are, but this. You know which one? Yes. They're all the same. They're all the same, but the team categories are on them. So the blue, well, this is the senior, white. Senior. Yeah. You stay. So just go back when you're ready. Is there a seat available? She got them color-coded or whatever. I don't know.
And as we get ready to bring on the judges with their results, Mr. Chin would like to say a few words. We invite you.
No need to say good evening because it has been a good evening. Thank you very much. I'd like to express, I may be a bit emotional, but our appreciation for the honoring of our wife, mother, and grandmother. I think she's looking down upon us and saying to me, hey, don't talk too long, right? And I'm certain that this august body that is here and the Malliouhana poetry team, you've done a fabulous job in every area, right? And I think we should compliment them for that. I'd also like to express my appreciation to the lady who started this journey in 2006. She's always been a part of everything that Colette was involved in. And she started the journey. Dr. Linda Banks, please give it up for her. And after she started the journey, she had her erstwhile assistant who's always been with us from 2006 and ongoing, Lady Janine Edwards. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, everyone, for the appreciation you've made on behalf and for Colette. She looks down with appreciation and gratitude. Thank you once again.
So good night, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start with the certificate presentations, and we're going to start first off with the juniors for poetry on the page. I believe that we're going to start with the third. We're going to start with the third place.
1 second. Something is missing.
My apologies, but we are going to get this straight in a moment. I don't know good jokes, or I would share one. I'm sorry about that. Ooh. Not even that. Good now. All right. So we're going to start with the presentation for third place. Yes?
No, honorable mention.
Oh, honorable mentions.
Yes.
We're going to start with honorable mention for poetry on the page in the juniors category. And this is going to go to Ezra Richardson. Ezra, are you here? So we have someone, Janine, will collect on behalf of Ezra. Excellent. Thank you. And we now move into third place for juniors on the page. And this goes to Abigail Sabatini. Congratulations, Abigail. And now, second place, juniors on the page, and this goes to Catalea Charles. Congrats, Catalea. All right, and this is the one that has this prize. So we're coming to the winner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. They're coming to the winner of the junior on the page, and this winner in particular has a special prize as well. In addition to the certificate and the other vouchers, we also have a special prize from the Malliouhana Hotel, which is one of our, and Anglec, sorry, which is one, those two were our lead sponsors for these prizes. And this winner is, this year, Gabriel Evangelista. Gabriel Evangelista, winner for Poetry on the Page. And so we progress now to the teens category for Poetry on the Page. And we have our first honorable mention, and that goes to Azrael Cupid. Azrael. In third place, for teens on the page, we have Jason Harrigan.
Jason.
Jason. I'm trying. Jason. Is he here?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
No picture.
Okay. Collected by his teacher?
She's here.
Okay, great. We've moved on now to the person in second place for the teens Poetry on the Page, and this person is Chandra Patterson. Chandra. Congratulations. Right. Oh. So we now move to the winner of the teen category for Poetry on the Page. And though she's not here this evening, we are very delighted to announce that it was won by Sienna Wojak. It's not the first time, and we're very pleased for her. Oh, and of course, we have a special gift, which was donated by Malliouhana Auberge Hotel. And gifts by Anglec. We're now going to move into the adults category. That's because. Okay.
The two honorable mentions have shares from Liberty City.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Shares of how much?
Yes, if you get that, then you have shares. So you're calling the first one is Charlie.
Okay, so we're now going to do the adults for Poetry on the Page. And we have special gifts donated by Liberty Credit Union. And they get shares, yes, of EC $100 for one of the gifts, as well as a cash voucher.
The name of the person is?
Charlene Igums. And she has honorable mention. I didn't see Charlene here this evening. Is Charlene here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Tis my here.
Okay, this is for.
Are you looking? The one I Okay, next one.
We go to our second honorable mention. And again, shares from Liberty and a gift. 150 shares from Liberty and also a voucher. And the person who is the honorable mention for adults on the page is Jonisha Johnson. Congratulations, Jonisha. We move now to third place for Poetry on the Page, and we have one of our stalwarts who won third place, and that is Mrs. Hyacinth Hughes. I saw her earlier. Oh, she is? Okay, great. So that was third place, Teacher Hyacinth Hughes. And we now move into second place. And in second place for Poetry on the Page, now lots of our, not lots, but quite a few persons are crossover between the Poetry on the Page and performance. And here we have someone who's also in the performance section, but also submitted for Poetry on the Page and came in second, Casilda Thomas Carty. Indeed, indeed. And we now move to the winner for Poetry on the Page. This person, again, is a crossover and usually does both performance and written. And has won a voucher of EC $500, a gift certificate as well.
Night stay?
One night stay at Malliouhana for two.
With breakfast?
With breakfast. Oh, yeah. You sure it's not my name that's on there? It's not my name. I didn't submit. The winner is Vanessa Croft. Yes. We want to thank Malliouhana for being so gracious, for giving us all these wonderful gifts. And we congratulate Vanessa and her daughter. And we also thank Anglec.
Right, the judges, you have no comments about
Yes.
Okay,
All right. So we can start here? All right, great. So we're going to go to the performance section, and I just want to share a few words from the judges in terms of things that we needed to look at and things that they wanted to point out specifically. They noted that, especially for the teenagers, there seemed to be a challenge with persons delivering their pieces. The memorization wasn't as tight as it could have been, and they found it was better actually in the younger ones, perhaps, with parents prompting and stuff. And they thought that there may be something to do with technology there, but they encouraged younger persons to try to learn their poems and to deliver them, even if they don't know them completely, but to deliver them as well as possible. Because even if you're reading, you can dramatize what you are sharing, okay? So that was one thing that was pointed out. They also mentioned that, however, they really wanted to encourage the juniors who participated. They thought that they really did well and enjoyed the pieces that they shared. I think those were the two main things. If I say to you some of the other stuff that was said, then I will expose who won. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, not at this point. Okay? So right now we're going to move into the winners for the performance poetry. In fact, it doesn't seem like I'm going to. What is it?
So, Capture Hotel sponsored the spoken word section, the whole section.
Oh, okay, fine. I have been told that Capture Luca actually quite graciously sponsored the prizes for all the winners in the performance poetry section. And so we want to thank Capture Luca for doing that.
Juniors, third place.
So we're doing the juniors right now, and we're going to the third place winner. And in third place, we have Miss Chaya T.B. Brooks. Chaya did really well. She got a total of 207 points. And her poem was Why Say. Congratulations, Chaya. Excellent. We have then gone into juniors again, and in second place, again a crossover, and this is Catalea Charles. Catalea got 211 points. So it was pretty close to Chaya. And now the winner. The first place winner. Okay. For the first place winner for juniors, spoken word poetry, who has won an EC $300 voucher, special gifts from Capture Luca, gifts from Angleg and from the Malliouhana Poetry Organization. Breakfast for two is what the gift is from Capture Luca. And that goes to Master Audrey.
Yeah, Adro Barat.
Yes. We have to fix that certificate. Arudra Barat. Okay, so that's our juniors. We're going to move into the teens. In third place for performance poetry, we have, with a voucher of 100 EC, we have Azarel Cupid. Well done. Azrael got 139 points. We're now going to move to the second place. And for the teens, and that goes to Master Harrison Thompson with 195 points. First time entry, I think? Yep. Well done. And then we go to the winner of the teens category with an EC $300 voucher. And is it lunch? Breakfast? Breakfast from Capjaluca. Please come forward. This is going to Uniqua Romney with 251 points. A solid win. The judges thought Uniqua's rendition was really strong and wanted to encourage her to continue. Yeah. And her first time. Yeah, amazing. Voice of a Caribbean queen. Yeah. We're now going to go into the adult section. And we are going to start with third place, EC voucher of 200. And that goes to Mr. Alexis Ryan. Alexis S. Ryan. No S, but we know it's you. Alexis got 244 points. In second place, first time entry with 254 points, so 10-point difference. That goes to Nashane Johnson. Judges like the dramatization. Well done. Congratulations, Nash. And now we go to the winner for the spoken word, and that goes.
They also have something.
Okay, so we have a gift, the same gift I'm assuming. All right, the person who won this, perhaps you want to consider that you know me for a very long time, and you might want to. So Capjaluca has actually given a wonderful gift, lunch for two at Uchu, right? Ooh. Uchu restaurant at Capjaluca, and an EC voucher of $500 and an EC voucher of $250 as well from Liberty Credit Union, our credit union, yes. And that goes to Casilda Thomas Harty. Casilda won with 284 points. A convincing win. And an umbrella for the rain. From Anglic. So I think it's yeah.
Is this something else, right? Oh yeah, no, you go tell while they do because we got things set up, stick around that and take pictures.
Okay. Congratulations to all the winners. And now we invite the winner of the adults on the page Ms. Vanessa Croft to do her presentation because you wouldn't, unless you were a judge, you wouldn't have seen that. Vanessa.
And Sienna isn't here, but you also have the juniors if you want.
Okay.
You got it on your phone? Yeah. We prep. Where's your and you want
Sure.
All right, good evening, everybody. I'm very surprised to win this. I only entered because I couldn't encourage every student in my class to enter without also entering. So I was actually not expecting to win. All right, my poem is called My Mother's Fears. There is a list of words she has, a collection of some phrases, representing all the fears there were for each one of my stages. It first emerged with those 2 lines, a signature of me, but in that hope there bred some fear, threads of anxiety. As I grew known by all around, she held those threads quite tight. Advice mixed with that which could go wrong kept her up many nights. When I burst forth from the nest of fear and wailed on my arrival, my sobs were blended with her own as she prayed for my survival. I had small hands and tiny feet that boasted all 10 toes. She touched her lips to both my ears and kissed me on my nose. Her words were pulsing with predictions that she could protect. They became the beginning of a ballad of what my mother says. She says to watch the sharpened corners of furniture and words, to mind fake friends' deception and avoid household hazards. She says don't eat too many sweets, but it's okay if it's self-care. My mother says to twist your curls at night to have nice hair. She looks so thoughtful when her tongue ignites her poignant tales of times when she was young as me with more wind in her sails. My mother says sheep don't bring goat to explain why apples fall close to the tree which sought to bear them, and this explains it all. It explains why she says keep on reading, be sure to know my book. Explains why she repeats her recipes of peas and rice for me to cook. She says to roll the dough by hand with love pushed into dumplings. She says your food can feel your mood or energy or something. So soft it sounds inside my skull, sensing echoes of her voice. It's difficult to defy her fears that deafen my self-choice. I'm not sure if I have my own or if I've cloned my mother's worries. Between herself and my visage, the lines have become blurry. I curl my hair at night, you see, just like she always said. I stay away from sweets and chips and snacks that she would dread. I watch the corners of every street. The fakes were not my friends. I carefully distrust decadent lies from the lips of men. My mother sighs at night when I step home late one more time. She says to keep my knees closed tight unless I want her life as mine. My mother's afraid. Sometimes she thinks she doesn't spend enough. Her time, her bills, her nickels, her dimes, her life she's given up. She says to me to be the best, the things she couldn't be. I fear that I may be the fear. My mother's fear is me.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. Congratulations again. And now we call our teen winner. Is junior or teen? Gabrielle. Gabriel.
Good evening, everyone. The words from my mother's mouth. My mother said, always try your best. That's all that matters. She picked me up whenever I'd fall. Her love stood firm, just like a mighty wall. My mother said, if you do this, you won't forget it. These words would always clear me right down to the bone, limiting my tone. My mother said, no matter how big, you'll always be small in my arms. Her arms felt like clouds, soft and bright. A floating heaven where I felt just right. My mother said, always be honest, never lie. The truth will always shine, both strong and bright, like the stars that guide the lost at night. My mother said, your dreams are fast, so chase them before they're far past. She told me to run, but to never come last, and that hard work and hope will win in the end. My mother said, always stay true to yourself. Let the truth guide the path you take. No mask to wear, no truth to hide. Just walk with love and honest pride. She gave me love so strong and true, with open arms she always knew. And when she's old, I'll stand with care. For all she gave, I will be there.
Thank you very much, Gabrielle. Our other winner is not here, so we want to say congratulations to Sienna Wojak in her absence. And we also now are going to call on my colleague, Renee Henry, who's going to give the vote of thanks, especially to all of you who have come here and those partners who would have supported us in ensuring that the Malliouhana Poetry 2025 with My Mother Say is a success. Renee.
Good night, everyone. Good night. All right. On behalf of the Malliouhana Poetry Committee, I would like to say thank you to the following persons and groups that made tonight a success. Can you hear me? No? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. All right. On behalf of the Malliouhana Poetry Committee, I would like to say thank you to the following persons and groups that made tonight a success. Thank you, Dr. Phyllis Fleming Banks, for so ably chairing this evening's ceremony. Thank you to Mr. Elliot Gums for his rendition of the national song. Thank you to teacher Tracelyn Hamilton for her invocation. Thank you to the Honorable Minister of Social Development, Education, and Library Services, Mr. Shelia Rogers-Webster, for bringing ministerial remarks. Thank you to the participants in both spoken word and poetry on the page categories. To the families of Mistress Yoland Hodge Richardson and Mistress Colette Jones Chin, thank you for being here today, for accepting the award on their behalves. We appreciate their work that they have done for Anguilla. And as Dr. Banks would have indicated, the plaque, once completed, will be displayed in the library for all to see. To our musicians, Mr. Elliot Gums and Roots Bingi, thank you so much for your impromptu and constant entertainment. We really appreciate it. To Ms. Jancy Webster, Ms. Carla Harris, Avon Carty, Annika Hughes, all the members of the Malliouhana Poetry Committee, thank you as well. And last but not least, our contributors, the media houses, the Department of Education, the Department of Youth and Culture, thank you so much for your continuous support. The Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School Music Department, Lloyd's Live, Ivor Hodge, Trenton Roach, we really do appreciate your continuous support for not only ensuring that the program is aired, but to ensure that the logistics are also set up. To our generous sponsors, Capjaluca Hotel, Malliouhana and Eco Insurance, Anglet, Malliouhana Hotel, Alliance Insurance Services, D3 Enterprises, Liberty Cooperative Credit Union, thank you so much for your generosity in making the competition lucrative for our participants. We really appreciate your efforts. To everyone here tonight and those viewing on the media, thank you so much for joining and sharing in this ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee. And we invite our winners and their families for pictures with the background here. And also to all of us, the library has so graciously prepared some, some refreshments for us. So don't run away and just mingle and salute. So some photos, some refreshments. Thank you very much. And thank you for coming.